You're listening to Puma Podcast.
Hi, I'm Jin Garcia, Puma Podcast. You're listening to Teka Teka. Today, we're talking about something every Filipino feels, the intense heat. But did you know that what we feel isn't just the actual temperature? It's called the heat index, a measure of how hot it really feels when humidity is factored in. With Philippine heat indices sometimes reaching dangerous levels, it's more than just discomfort. It's a real health risk. As classes are being cancelled due to extreme heat, it's important to know how it works and how we can stay safe. In this episode, Teka Teka reporter Bella Perez Rubio breaks it all down for us.
So, kaugnay po nito ay nagbibigay ng heat index na impormasyon ng Pag-asa na kung saan pinag-iingat po ang ating mga kababayan.
That's Marcelino Villafuerte, an official from Pag-asa. I'm sure you've heard of the heat index before, but what is it exactly?
Ang heat index po ito po ay yung nararamdaman ng ating katawan, no? Kapag pinagsama natin ang epekto ng init ng temperatura ng ating hangin, dagdagan pa natin ng humid na atmosphere. So ang nangyayari po ay yung combined na effect ng temperatura ng hangin at ng kanyang moisture na dala-dala ay mas maalinsangan ang pakiramdam ng ating nararamdaman.
Basically, it's a way to measure hazardous heat. That includes temperatures of 27 degrees Celsius or higher. The four classifications are caution, extreme caution, danger, and extreme danger. Pag sinabing caution, the temperature ranges from 27 to 32. Extreme caution is 33 to 41 degrees Celsius, which means kung matagal ka nang nasa ilalim ng araw or doing physical activity outside, you may experience heat exhaustion, cramps, or heat stroke. The next level is danger. And
kapag umabot po ng 42 degrees hanggang 51 degrees Celsius ay nasa danger level ito. So posible po yung heat cramps and heat exhaustion. And then yung heat stroke is also probable kung kaya't pinag-iingat po ang ating mga kababayan.
So, how should we adjust to this heat? We take a look at some proposals after a quick break.
Siguraduhing malinis ang pinagkukunan ng supply ng tubig. Magtipid at gamitin ang tubig sa wastong pamamaraan.
That's Belinda Evangelista from the DOH Health Emergency Management Bureau.
Huwag kalimutang uminom ng sapat na tubig at manatiling well-hydrated. Huwag magbilad sa ilalim ng araw, gumamit ng sunblock or sunscreen kung hindi maiiwasang lumabas ng bahay. Magsuot ng mga damit na manipis o may komportabling tela.
The Department of Health urged the public to take necessary precautions.
Hanggat maaari po, iwasan ang mga aktibidad sa labas ng bahay sa oras ng tirikang araw. Usually po ngayon, no? Yung 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Pag meron po kayong nararamdaman, kailangan po pwede po kayong lumapit sa ating health center na malapit sa inyong lokal.
Pagdating sa labor, a senator has called on the Department of Labor and Employment to protect workers exposed to extreme heat. Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel proposed a paid rest of 1 to 2 hours when temperatures reach 40 degrees Celsius. But much of the concern over the extreme heat has been focused on students. The Department of Education reminded schools that they have the power to shift to distance learning amid the extreme heat. The option has been backed by lawmakers and the Commission on Human Rights, or the CHR. But the CHR, in a statement, also reminded DepEd that there are, quote, persisting gaps in the distance learning component of blended learning that should be addressed as schools pursue this option, unquote. It added that distance learning was, quote, generally disadvantageous for poor students. They faced difficulties in affording decent performance gadgets, access to stable internet, and other resources for online learning, unquote. 4P's party list representative, Marcelino Libanan, urged a swift return to the pre-pandemic school calendar. That means summer break would start in March. In a statement, the House Minority Leader said, quote, "Many children from poor households, including 4Ps beneficiaries in the provinces, tend to walk long distances to or from school," unquote. President Marcos has assured that the government is studying the proposal.
Since hindi na tayo naka-lockdown, balik na lang siguro natin sa dati. Binabagay kasi natin talaga yan sa sa seasons eh. Yun ang naging problema kung paano po ibabalik ko hindi. Dahil hindi na masabi kung kailan mag-umpisa ang ulan, kung kailan magiging mainit. Ang palagay ko, yung diskusyon na yan, madidesisyonan yan very soon.
For more immediate relief, teachers groups are calling on DepEd to shorten class hours to minimize the risks posed by the heat.
And that was today's episode of Teka Teka. Again, I'm Jen Garcia. The heat index isn't just about numbers, it's about how our bodies actually experience the heat. With soaring temperatures and high humidity, the risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke becomes real. That's why staying hydrated, avoiding direct sun exposure, and knowing heat warnings from Pag-asa are more important than ever. This episode was edited by Anthony Tobias. If you found this episode helpful, share it with friends and family so we can all stay informed and safe. Until next time, keep cool and take care.